Hello and welcome to Java with Jim. I'm Jim Reese, Director of Business Development at Offit Kurman, joined here today with Brendan McCluskey, Principal at Trident Builders. Brendan, how you doing today?
Doing awesome, Jim. Thanks for having me on. And how you doing today?
I'm doing great, and thanks for providing the nice view of downtown Baltimore and the harbor. That's fabulous. Love it.
Thanks.
All right, well, let's jump in here. Brendan, tell us about Trident Builders and what makes your company different from other companies in the same industry.
Thanks, Jim. So Trident Builders, we're a commercial general contractor. I'd say about 50% of our work is federal, 50% of it is private sector. On the private sector side, a lot of it is private negotiated and design build work, but it's also a nice mixture. Sometimes very technical and like high-end finishes, but also on the flip side, a lot of work working within communities, like with community groups and community centers that are struggling to provide good services within the city of Baltimore.
Great. And so you mentioned in the city of Baltimore, you got any upcoming projects in Baltimore City that you'd like to share with us?
As of right now, we're starting on some small stuff for some of our smaller community group partners. We're trying to get a really interesting housing project off the ground. But about 2 years ago, we started a program with the Smithsonian south of Annapolis at their Environmental Research Center, where we delivered modularized passive housing. These are houses that are super energy efficient. The building envelope is very tight, and it allows us to get an incredible energy performance out of them. In fact, when we put solar panels on the top of the houses, these houses produce 200% of the power they use day or night 365, meaning that at nighttime, they'd be pulling power off of the electrical grid, but during the day, and especially in the summertime, it was just exporting a huge amount of clean energy back onto the grid for other houses to use. We're trying to bring that to Baltimore. Basically, we look at the blight problems within the city and realize that this is some of the worst housing stock that we have. If we could replace it with high energy efficient housing that is resilient, we could really start making some good impacts in these neighborhoods.
So is this modular housing affordable?
It is. Well, it's penciling out really close right now because it's so front heavy in terms of design and engineering. It's not penciling out. So we're looking for subsidies and any sort of way for us to get the first ones going. But we do have a pathway to do this where we can reduce our upfront soft costs and at economies of scale also reduce our hard construction costs.
Got it. Sounds really interesting. We'll have to talk in about 6 or 12 months from now and see what's going on there.
Absolutely.
Brandon, when it comes to Trident Builders, what would you say you're most proud of?
I have to be perfectly honest with you, I'm really proud of the team. One of the things I think what we've been able to do is develop a team of people that are highly professional, and we're really focused on the needs of our clients. We find that when we align the best interests of our clients with our own efforts, things tend to work out. Sometimes that gets used and abused, but for the most part, with the clients that we're working for, we tend to lead ourselves being very ethical, very honest, and and just frankly capable of taking really sophisticated work down. We're not trying to be the biggest company in Baltimore, but we're trying to be one of the best. When someone has a project that requires a degree of technical sophistication or wants to be a project of distinction, I want us to be the ones that they call.
Love that. Yeah, sounds great. What do the next 6 months look like for you and Trident Builders?
It's 6 months is going to be interesting for sure. I would say this: this year, between rising interest rates and inflation, as well as some basic contraction within the federal procurement side, it was kind of a weak year for us. What happened was a lot of our backlog that we thought we were going to be doing in the last 3 to 6 months of this year all got pushed to January. So I think we're going to be going gangbusters for the first half of next year, and then we'll see where we take it from there. But I know that we're going to be very, very busy.
I hope that's the case for you. So Brandon, what do most people watching this not know about you?
Most people don't know that I'm not originally from Baltimore, right? I mean, I love this town and it's my adopted home, but I grew up as a Navy brat, and Boston was always this concept of home. But since I've been living here really in and out since my teenage years and even childhood, and coming back and forth, like this definitely grew to become home. So much, in fact, that it's not the Red Sox, it's the Orioles, it's not the Patriots, it's the Ravens.
Gotta like that. You got a lot of new friends, I think, once they hear that. You're a smart man. Well, hey, Brendan, thanks for sharing so much with us today about Trident Builders. Best of luck in your near and far future, and your continued success with the projects that you're working on, and especially the new project that you're talking about with the modular homes. That sounds awesome. So thank you for joining us, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having
All right,
us.
man. See ya.